What's up, everyone? It is Righteous Rayquaza bringing you an X and Y battle on Pokemon Showdown. I'm also using a different account owned by Quirky Kalava, and I don't know why the hell she called herself this. You want to tell them?
I have no idea. I didn't think so.
Okay, apparently she wasn't very liked as Red, and then all those random emoticons. Anyway, what I did here was, this is not my team. I was looking around on the Rate My Teams, because I felt like helping someone out. I already have a few that I love, and I just felt like testing out a team that had Greninja. This guy had one, and his team was kinda bad. Instead of Landorus T, he had a Skarmory, and I feel like Landorus is just much better because it can wall so many Pokemon. And another thing too, he had like a weird Scizor set. I'll leave a link in the description below. I'll also be telling him that I did this. Anyway, let's look at the opponent's team. My opponent had a Hawlucha, Greninja, Aegislash. I assumed was Mega Garchomp, and I was right. He also had a Tentacruel and a Sylveon. Now, here's one thing I didn't know about this battle. I never go up against Tentacruel, so I didn't know it had base 100 speed. So please keep that in mind. Alright, looking at his team, I knew for a fact he was going to lead with the Greninja. It was either that or Hawlucha. So let's get on with the match. I'm going to lead off with Kenmore as he leads off with Greninja. I'm going to predict the U-turn or something and go into my Scizor. I predicted right, he will go out into his Aegislash. I'm going to go for the U-turn and switch out into my Landorus called Charlie Sheen, because, I don't know, why not? He's going to go for the Sacred Sword. Now, I knew he was either going to go for a King Shield or just switch out, so I'm going to take the opportunity to go for a Stealth Rock as opposed to Hawlucha. Afterwards, I will switch out into my Gyarados, which Quirky Kalava nicknamed for some odd reason, as his Hawlucha goes for the Encore. He's going to go for the Swords Dance, as I go for the Dragon Dance. I will then Mega Evolve into Mega Gyarados, which I don't know why it's not showing its Sprit, and I will go for a Waterfall. He's going to go into Sylveon. I will switch out to go into my Scizor to resist the Moonblast. He does get the critical hit, and that kind of stuff. Anyway, he's going to switch out, predicting the Bullet Punch, as I go for the Roost. And then because I just don't like being King Shielded, I will switch out and go into my Gyarados as he goes for the Swords Dance. I forgot I do not have Intimidate anymore, so that's my fault. I'm going to go for Earthquake, and he will take out my Gyarados with a Sacred Sword. I will then send out my Landorus to get the Intimidate drop, and then he'll go for the King Shield as I go for the Earthquake. And since Hawlucha is dead, pretty much anything in this team will get hit by Earthquake. So I'll be taking out his Aegislash, which I don't know what people say is too good. It's actually kind of easy to predict. He's going to go into his Greninja, and I will go into my Rotom to take the predicted Ice Beam. He will then switch out into Garchomp, which I will predict and go. Oh, not this turn. I will switch out this turn to my my Kieran Black. He's going to Mega Evolve, hit me with a Stone Edge, and I will barely survive enough to pull off one substitute. He will then switch out into his Sylveon as I go for the very obvious Ice Beam. Very obvious. His Sylveon will then hit me with a... Okay, I'll go first. I'll hit it with Earth Power as he hits me with a Moonblast, and I will follow up with an Ice Beam, taking out said Sylveon. He will now go back into his Garchomp, knowing full well he can kill me, and I will switch out into my Landorus to get the Intimidate drop. Which, honestly, even after -1, Garchomp can still do a decent amount of damage. He's going to switch out because he doesn't want to keep that drop, and I will go for the U-turn because I wasn't too sure what he'd switch out to. It was a little obvious, I wasn't too sure. I'm going to go out into my Kieran Black. I predicted like a Toxic or something, so I went for the substitute, but this Tentacle actually carries a Sludge Wave. Something you don't really see that often, or at least I don't. I never really battle against Tentacle, so I'm going to go for the Earth Power, get that special defense drop, but it's not going to matter because he's going to hit me with the Sludge Wave. I'm going to go into my Charlie Sheen. I didn't know, like I said, I didn't know this thing had base 100 speed, so when I got hit by the Scald, I was kind of sad. I was down the inside. I'm going to my Rotom as he goes to his Garchomp. This time, I hit it with Hydro Pump. This time. Mega Garchomp's bulky, that's all I gotta say. He hits me with an Outrage, now I'm going to hit him with another Hydro Pump, and he is still alive. I'm going to switch out into my Scizor to resist the other Outrage, as he will then... Is Snap Out Fusion yet? No. I Bullet Punch to revenge kill his Scizor as he goes right back into his Tentacruel. Tentacruel will take this opportunity to Rapid Spin away the hazards, which I really don't know why. It doesn't matter if he has the hazards on or not. As I go into my Rotom, and Rotom will be outsped and hit with a Sludge Wave. Rest in peace, Rotom. I'm going to go into my Greninja named Itachi. and go for the Dark Pulse. Now it's just my two Pokemon against his Greninja. His Greninja will hit me with a Hydro Pump, and I will retaliate back with a Dark Pulse, and also a Life Orb. He hits me with another Hydro Pump, which is, well, I guess it's payback for my Rotom getting him twice. Which then I will go into my Scizor and hit him with Bullet Punch, thus winning the match. Thank you guys for watching. All this really is just me helping out a guy try to make a team. This is not my team at all, and I will not take credit for that. I only made a few changes. I changed his Alakazam to a Kyurem Black. I changed the set on his Scizor, and I messed around with his Rotom and the Landorus for my own liking. Thank you guys for watching. This is Rexus signing off.